Sweet Baby Inc. has claimed another deserving victim in the form of South of Midnight, a platform-style game based on Southern American folklore, which I gotta admit actually does sound pretty appealing. Tales of enormous monstrous alligators, of huge catfish, all of which are of course equipped with smooth southern drawls. That actually does sound like a pretty goddamn appealing prospect for a video game, and very unique as well, and yet it's doing those Sweet Baby Inc. numbers. 566 all-time peak. Oof. Wow, that is astonishingly low. That is amazing. It is difficult to comprehend. We're at the point now where there may have been more people working on the game than people who bought it. That's, it might not be an entirely new record, but we can't be far away from it. Wow, astonishing. And this is not particularly surprising, as the game did have a lot of controversy surrounding it, including that apparently this was supposed to have been the original main character, Hansel, a white woman, a southern belle. Again, oh, my rogue fetish speaks to me. I would probably have bought the game immediately if that was what they were actually going for, but then Sweet Baby Inc. got involved and decided, no, what the South really needs is a strong black woman to take charge of it. Oh, perfect. And so they turned her into a strong black woman. Now, they also have had some other controversies as well, including this woman right here, Pika Chulita. I am happy and proud to announce that I have joined the amazing team at Xbox's very own Compulsion Games as their new community manager. That looks like a solid decision, doesn't it? Oh, very much so. Now, the Compulsion Games, the creators of South of Midnight, and also We Happy Few. I don't know if you're as crusty as me as to remember We Happy Few, but this was a game that came out in the very early days of crowdfunding and Kickstarter, and it had this really appealing idea, kind of like South of Midnight, where it's like, okay, you are in this future dystopian society where everyone's smiling and happy and everything is joy-joyed rainbows, but actually it is an incredibly authoritarian dystopian future where everyone lives off drugs to forcibly be happy, and you are one of the outcast few who have retained control of yourself. Really, really cool idea. Absolutely dreadful execution. The game came out, it was bad, it was damn near unplayable on occasions, crashed a lot, had a bunch of performance issues, and was just nowhere near as interesting as the very intriguing visuals had indicated. South of Midnight might very well be the same thing, although, I mean, We Happy Few at least had sales. This game, not so much. Although, I can see lag in the cutscenes of their trailer, which is not a good indicator. Not at all. Anyways, their new community moderator on board, Pikachulita, immediately then started digging up some more controversies, by amongst other things saying white male gamers were a mistake. Beautiful. Absolutely. Also like this too here. To sum Robinson up in 160 characters or less, just turn to a Twitter bio. She, her, bipan, femme, gaming, anime, and curly hair. USM History Alum, Twitch Plus Logical G partner, Womanist Hoochie. I don't even understand half of these labels anymore. I carry these titles with me on social media almost as a warning so that people kind of know what to expect, he says. I have to tell people, hey, this is part of me. You're not separating this. Whatever you think may fly over here, over there, won't. Hey, to be fair, the woman comes with her own brightly red blinking lights. She's bedecked in warning signs from head to toe, which she loudly and proudly proclaims to anyone who approaches her. And yet, despite the wailing sirens of woe and doom, she still got picked up by Compulsion Games. Probably as a diversity hire urged on by these same people who turned the main character into a strong, independent black woman, which then led to aforementioned disastrous sales, which, I mean, this is like their second game ever produced, and only game ever produced. Compulsion Games is not going to exist in 6 months, would be my bet, honestly, as this was probably actually funded largely by external investors. I don't know that for sure, mind you. I am making an educated leap of logic because, again, they didn't sell particularly well to begin with, and with this, they're gonna have a very hard time convincing anybody to back them again. And may I also point out, Pika Chulita here, 16,000 followers over on Twitch. That's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. And 22, or 21 actually, followers on Twitter. Her posts are protected, of course, because, well, what do you think? Of course her posts are protected. Also, watermelon. Liberated Palestine, Congo, Sudan, and what's that? Haiti. Very well. And yet, she's still partnered with Logitech. In fact, she was a part of the Latinx gaming panel thing, whatever the hell this nonsense is, connecting across all barriers, supported by half a dozen major companies. Now, Riot Games is no surprise. They are pretty much the wokest company in the entire industry, and that's saying something. They are the rottenest apple in the entire barrel. Amazon Games, about to probably die by now, Netflix, Epic Games, Electronic Arts, Blizzards, and Iron Galaxy, which I don't know. It is truly remarkable how far having the correct complexion in the correct political environment will get you, to the point where you have sponsorship deals with Logitech with, what is this, fifth of my size, and I'm not even a large YouTuber either. I am like I'm at the bottom of large YouTubers tier. I am like the majority of tiny tubers in essence. And yet I don't know why, but I don't think Logitech will be reaching out to me anytime soon. Nor will I be offered any roles as community managers either, I imagine, because at least my red flags are a bit more commonly perceived in the current year as hostile, shall we say? Whereas the funny reality is, of course, that perhaps the red flags should have been flipped. As, yes indeed, being a, what does he call it here, frying pan, a biopan, yeah, that should have been a clear indicator to avoid, lest you desire numbers such as this. But hey, at the end of the day, this is nothing but further good news, isn't it? Another game that Sweet Baby Inc. once proudly presented as their crowning achievement has not flopped. I mean, we can't call this a flop. This isn't even a bomb. This is a puppy. A very small, disfigured puppy, born wrong from the very beginning, with only one front paw, and that's it. Drowning slovenly? Oh, something. Slowly in an enormous barrel of feces of its own making. You'd almost like to reach down and save the misshapen, miserable creature, but know for an absolute fact that to do so would be an act of unmitigated cruelty. Extending this miserable thing's existence for even a second longer is a heinous crime against God and nature. Compulsion Games, we hardly knew you. That's probably a good thing. Rest in peace. And if you could please grab a hold around Sweet Baby Inc.'s ankle and drag that down with you, it would be appreciated, although considering the number of clients they've deleted off their website in recent memory, the help may not be needed. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.